So of your 2 years in Belleville, and this isn't on the ice, what's like the one story that sticks out in your mind that you just, if you're trying to make someone laugh, what's a story you tell them from your first couple years in Belleville?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, like I said, we had like tons of great times. I know you guys have talked about before some pranks and things like that. But I remember the one time, like we talked about, I was living with Jay at the Tanners, and we lived a little bit out of town there into the country a little bit. And they had this really long driveway. It was probably 500 meters long. And Jay and I lived in the basement, like I said, and we were downstairs one day, and the billets came down and said, "I think you guys should come upstairs. I think something's going on outside." So we came up and we turned the outdoor light on. It was probably 10, 11 o'clock at night. And all we could hear was just, a group of guys running through the front lawn. And you could see all the cars parked up on the main street, and the lights came on and they all took off. And then, we went out to look at our cars, and they had just been completely like covered with, you name it, mayonnaise, fish, like eggs, like flour, like you name it. Like you couldn't see like an inch of our cars. Like they were disgusting. It was the dead of winter. And the funniest story is like, so, Jay and I put our heads together, and thank God, like I said, Jay was, for argument's sake, a millionaire at the time and had unlimited funds for an 18-year-old kid. So we talked about, like, what are we going to do? Like, Jesus, this is embarrassing. Like, the guys got us like hard. So then we decided the best thing to do was the next morning we were going to get up and we were going to take both, because we each had a vehicle. We were going to take them into town and pay someone whatever it costs to just detail them, like completely spotless. And then we show up to the rink and we just pretend like nothing happened. Like just completely pretend like nothing happened, just to not give anybody any satisfaction. So we actually were able to successfully do it. Like we got them detailed, like completely cleaned. We showed up to the rink that day for practice, and nobody said anything to us because nobody wanted to like own up to it. And we never mentioned it. We never drew attention to it. We just pretended like nothing happened. And it went on like I remember it was years later, and guys were like, did you guys even know that we did your car? Or did your billets clean them before you even saw it? And it wasn't until like years, because that's what they started thinking, that like maybe like someone had cleaned them before that we had, come across them. So that was always kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, like I said, there's all kinds of, funny stories and just different personalities on the team. And yeah, I don't want to get
I got one. Besides Spezza paying for the wash, which I'm sure he paid for, did he ever bring out his wallet like, I got this, I got $1.2 million in the bank or whatever, or what other, did you have an example where he was like, boom, I got this?
Yeah, he was good about it. Like I said, he wasn't, showy with it, or he didn't, flaunt it around or anything like that, but he was always quietly good about, taking care of the guys, and he understood kind of the situation that he was in, compared to the rest of us. And I think we were making $50 a week or something like that. So it was like, barely, gas money and maybe to get a sub or go to a movie. But, and most of us spent it at the bar, the older guys back then anyway. But no, he was good. Like he was really good about it. And like I said, he wasn't showy about it, but he always had a quiet way about kind of making sure that he helped us out and realized that he was kind of on a different level than us and took care of us. So it was nice.